Louisville is the next on the docket. Well, other than Lamar Jackson, I'll be honest with you, I really didn't know any other NFL player who came from Louisville. So let's talk about them. Starting off right away, Sheldon Rankins, defensive tackle for the Saints for, sadly, 1 year with the Bengals. I am a Bengals fan, so you know the pain. And then he also played for the Texans. He went to Louisville. Mekhi Becton, the right tackle at one... Wait, wasn't he a right tackle at one point for the Jets? And then he went over to the Eagles, and now he's good with the Eagles. Other than that, other than those players I just listed, Elvis Dunaville went there. Teddy Bridgewater went there. Okay, at one point, Teddy Bridgewater was the guy. Johnny Unitas, Baltimore Ravens / Colts Hall of Famer, which I know Indianapolis Colts fans will say he is their guy, but technically he was a Baltimore Colt, which is a Baltimore player. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Like when it comes to like amazing great players. But listen, at the same time, they got Lamar Jackson, so I guess that kind of counts. Also, the second nickelback for the Cardinals, Clark, went there apparently. I'm trying to pull any of these players out, boys. Wide receiver 1, Jamari Thrash for the Browns. Jaheir Alexander went there. See, I knew I was missing somebody. Jaheir Alexander, cornerback 1 for the Packers, went there. Mekhi Becton, who apparently is now in the Chargers? What? He left the Eagles? Storm Duck, starting cornerback for the Dolphins, went there. Storm Duck is a... Tyler Stroud, the new quarterback for the Saints, who's like 50 years old, went there. So there's some guys, definitely not as much as other teams, other colleges, but hey, at the end of the day, they are known for the team that produced Lamar Jackson. And, you know, that's something, okay? When you produce a guy who arguably one day Lamar might be a Hall of Famer. If he wins a couple Super Bowls, he might be, especially with his MVP awards. Definitely, you know, have achieved a lot in his short time in the NFL. Hey, that's a pretty good, okay? Not every college could say they produce Hall of Famers. Although I will say the last couple colleges we have done have actually produced Hall of Famers. Ironically enough, I've been randomly choosing teams, college teams, and somehow, some way, we've been hitting Hall of Famers a lot. Now, I will say, some of these intros for Louisville, I was not expecting much, okay? I was expecting very minimalistic. NCAA 13, you're going to see in a second, after we get through 11 and 12, goes absolutely insanely hard for no reason. I did not expect the NCAA 13 to actually go so hard, which again, you're going to see in a second. So, their mascot is called the Louis the Cardinal. He is a mascot of the university. The Cardinal was chosen as a mascot after 1913, selected because the Northern Cardinal is a state bird of Kentucky. Nice. It's actually pretty chill, to be honest. And yeah, their Cardinal bird person looks like a ticked off version of the Arizona Cardinals. That's the best way I can put it. Looks just like the Arizona Cardinals logo, but like a very ticked off version. Definitely not too happy about situations. All right. Now we got NCAA 12. And take a look at this beauty right here. I think this starts off with a really cool intro. I believe, based on my memory is serving me correctly. We got the gigantic signs as always. Obviously, Louisville versus Ohio State. And I think we have a... Is this going to be basic? This might just be basic. I thought this was going to go crazy. I know NCAA 13 goes crazy. I thought this one went crazy too. Okay, fans, okay. Starting off okay. Very similar to NCAA 12. I mean, NCAA 11. Nothing like crazy special so far. listen, one of these has, like, people jumping out of the sky, okay? Which, usually NCAA 13 is just, like, NCAA 12, like, remix. It's nothing specially crazy. So, I always keep NCAA 13 as a lower expectations because I expect to just see NCAA 12 2.0. But we are about to get into this one. And I'll be honest with you, I really thought there was more cool intros in this because, I mean, yes, they show off the Papa John's one. They show off a statue early on, but kind of disappointing. Low-key. All right, here we go. Got the players working out. As always, starting off NCAA 13 is... This intro, like the very beginning is mid. And then we get something good. All right, come on. Give me something amazing, EA Sports. Come on. We got to get to the actual good part. I'm thinking about skipping this part of the intro. Here we go. All right. So we got the stadium, right? Okay, whatever. Around the stadium. They got to do this, like, weird intro thing they always do where they show off, like, NCAA 13. And then they show off the signs, okay? Cool, whatever. Who cares? Background is the actual stadium, which I always love. Fun times. Here's the cool part. Parachuting. And I believe this is the mascot who parachutes down, which kind of goes hard, bro. That kind of goes hard. You know I love the mascot, and the parachuting just adds to it. That was the whole budget. I'm like 90% sure that was the whole budget. But you know what? I give EA Sports props because they changed the intro. And look at that. That bro, we get a mascot and we get a parachuter. I could sleep happy at night because of that. As I was saying, no. Normally, NCAA 13 is very similar to NCAA 12. This intro for Louisville, so normally these NCAA 13 intros are like a minute 30. This one is 2 minutes long because of that extra stuff. So they really went hardcore for Louisville. You know, you got to give EA Sports props on that one. They definitely went very hard for Louisville in the end here. So, small shout outs to EA Sports. All right. Now we got NCAA 14, which, mid. No parachuting or anything. Just mid. Just mid. But it's all good because we're about to get into the good one. The latest and greatest NC College Football 25. NCAA College Football 25, boys. Let's rock and roll. Come on. Show me Louis the Cardinal. That's all I care about at this point. Okay, cheerleaders. Inside the locker room. I love it. That is what I'm talking about. Inside the locker room goes hard. Okay. I love it when they do that. I know it's stupid, but it just, for me, I love it when they show inside the locker room. It's just them putting extra detail in that they don't have to. I'm not going to lie. Like, this whole intro sequence of all these was a solid 7.5 out of 10. Solid 7.5. I'll see you guys in the next one, though.